The Citadel scandal is heating up yet again today, and apes are not backing down. Take a look at this banner that was flown by Citadel and the SEC offices today. If this is not making noise, I don't know what else is. A lot of people seen this. I have seen many videos about this, so it makes me very proud to be part of a community that, one, is proving the industry and how fraudulent it has been for a very long time, but is willing to not back down to lawyers or threats or anything else in between. So I thought you guys would like to see this, put this at the beginning of this video. But now we need to talk about the fact that Citadel and some other banks are paying the SEC. We are going to dive into this situation. After that, we are going to talk about what is potentially next after AMC. And by no means am I saying to sell AMC. I'm not selling any AMC anytime soon until the short squeeze does happen. To be quite honest, there is more potential, much more potential in AMC than what we are going to be talking about. But early bird gets the worm. If you are somebody that is completely maxed out on AMC and you're for some reason don't want to buy anymore, this could be a good alternative for you, but it will take some time to pan out. So hopefully you guys get some value out of this video. If you do, tap, tickle, touch, or smash the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel, as well as let me know down below in the comment section your opinions on all of these topics that we're talking about in this video. So let's get straight into it. New SEC General Counsel paid by Citi and Citadel. Dan M. Berkovich, the newly appointed General Counsel at Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, has received more than $2 million from banks including Citigroup and Citadel. Fresh out of his position as General Counsel at the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, at the same time as Gary Gensler was its chair from 2009 to 2013, Berkovich went to work for some entities he previously oversaw. He became a partner at WilmerHale for 5 years until 2018, where he received a long list of payments from banks, hedge funds, and other financial institutions. As you guys can see right here, Wilmer Cutler, Pickering Hale, and Dorr LLP is the main one. WilmerHale, Georgetown University Law Center, Citigroup, Barclays, Currencies Direct Holdings, Citadel, UBS Financial Services, Andrestein Horowitz, One Confidential Client Individual Non-Public Investigation, JP Morgan Chase & Co., and StockX. Dan M. Berkovich's payments by Citadel, Citi, and banks as of 2018. His own disclosure says he received nearly $1.2 million in income from WilmerHale, with payments of over $5,000 received by the likes of Citadel, JP Morgan, Barclays, Citigroup, Bloomberg, Morgan Stanley, and others. It does not specify just how much he received from any of the banks, with Berkovich seemingly running his own workload under the umbrella of WilmerHale, thus was effectively receiving payment directly from these financial institutions. He also received a partnership share of $500,000 to $1 million and stands to receive a pension from WilmerHale of $100,000 to $250,000, which he says is maintained by an independent U.S. brokerage firm. After fattening his pockets with what in total is a payment of some $2.5 million, he went back to CFTC, but did not stay there long, as starting on November the 1st, he is to join his former boss and former Goldman Sachs partner at the SEC during a fairly crucial time for the agency. SEC's chair Gary Gensler promised a report on GME by the end of the summer. Summer has gone and there is still no report. Citadel is accused in a class action lawsuit by GME traders of pressuring Robinhood to freeze GME stock buying during the short squeeze in January. SEC has not stated it will investigate such allegations, with Gensler insisting talking of the gamification of stock investing. His buddy Berkovich will now perhaps help him further with that focus on gamification after getting checks from Citadel, but whether the report will or will not be addressed, the crucial allegations remain to be seen. The clear conflict of interest where Berkovich is concerned, however, is shown by an astonishing statement he made in June when he said in a speech, in quotes, "A threshold question is whether the public will benefit from the disruption the current financial system that relies extensively on financial intermediaries." He was speaking of decentralized finance, with that of an evolution of sorts from Bitcoin's invention of digital finance in the wake of the banking collapse in 2008. CFTC and SEC were both accused at the time of being asleep at the wheel. Now we understand why, especially as Berkovich continues to say, in quotes, "Intermediaries such as bank exchanges, futures commissions, merchants, Payment clearing facilities and asset managers, such as many of you at this conference, have developed over the past 200 or 300 years of modern banking and finance to reliably provide critical financial services to support the financial markets and the investing public. Intermediaries provide information, analyses, and advice to the public seeking access to financial markets. Intermediaries also paid his checks, manipulated the price of money itself in Libor, engaged in widespread insider trading, rigged the price of everything from gold to bread, and bankrupted the United States, which gave them $500 billion of taxpayer money and continues to print to this day, while kids have to pay $100,000 for a university. As everyone further knows, intermediaries can do all of this because regulations do not quite apply to them, as at worst they get a fine which usually amounts to less than 1% of their profits, at a cost of business at its finest. It is also those intermediaries that froze the public from trading stocks, which happened to benefit considerably Berkowicz's former client, with DeFi protecting the public fully from these abuses and manipulations, as anyone that can read code can be sure the regulations of the code cannot be subverted with a few checks or petty fines. The public thus made it clear that they want such disruption of finance because they're flocking to it. But as someone paid by Citadel and major banks that he seemingly thinks is placed to answer that threshold question while being unelected and unaccountable is perhaps not surprising. But ultimately, it is the public that decides, and to aid that public in its discussion, we publish its full Berkowitz 2018 financial disclosure to CFTC. You guys can go through this if you want. That is where this article does wrap up. Some pretty interesting shots are being thrown. There is a lot to do with, obviously Citadel, some big implications of what they did do. And I agree with all of this wholeheartedly. That is the proof that is coming out. Just even the dates of, the Citadel emails saying to Robinhood, they seen a tweet that Robinhood published, and that they were asking if they were disabling AMC and GameStop and all these other stocks an hour before Robinhood ever made a tweet. A lot of this just does not make sense. Now, there's nothing else we can really comment to this besides this is pretty much a lot of what we do know. Good to see it being reiterated yet again. Now, the other thing that I do want to point out at the end of this video is where a lot of apes are likely to go after AMC does short squeeze. And I think investing, once you start investing is addicting. Growing your net worth as fast as possible. I know I was hooked about 4 years ago when I started investing, wanted to learn as much as I could about markets, how they move, how to make money, how to, essentially go big or go home, and play passive and dividends, everything else in between. I have had a passion for this since it started, so I don't think a majority of apes are going to sell out once AMC does short squeeze, take their money, leave, and never invest ever again. I think there's going to be retail trading that is going to continue to increase as time does go on. Now, early bird does get the worm, and a lot of, what was said in this article about DeFi is what is going to be next in line as far as retail traders are concerned. And that, simply put, is cryptocurrencies. Why? Because they are a lot less manipulated than sending your orders straight to Citadel, having them route our trades, and essentially giving Robinhood, other brokers, basically all other brokers besides Fidelity and Public, commission back as payment for order flow. It is going to be crypto that people are going to flock to next. And just to be transparent with you guys, I would not, be going crazy with crypto right now. I think there's plenty of time. AMC is definitely a top priority, much more potential in AMC. We're talking thousands of percent gains instead of potentially hundreds or, less than 100% gain. But still, if you guys are maxed out of AMC, you don't want to buy any more at this current time, this could be a good option for you. And I do own quite a bit of Ethereum Classic, Cardano, and XLM. I think these are going to be primed to benefit, specifically Cardano and Ethereum Classic, given their valuations, especially Ethereum Classic compared to the overall markets. Now, you guys can check out the video that I did make on Ethereum Classic for more detail on that. If you guys want to, just type in The Creative Investor, why I invest in Ethereum Classic. That will bring that video up. You guys can check it out, give you the whole breakdown breakdown of, fundamentals on the crypto, why it is such a good investment. Some people are calling for this coin to be $30,000 by 2029. Who knows what it will be? Who knows what crypto will be, or what will eventually happen with all of this information we went over in this video. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this video. If you do, if you like my insight or anything else in between, tap, tickle, touch, or smash the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel, as well as, like I said, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this information. If you guys want to get access to all of my trades in real time, whether they are day trades, swing trades, long-term investments with stock options and or crypto, check out the link down below for the buy and sell alerts. We keep it very inexpensive, so anybody is financially able to join, grow their knowledge, be part of that community if they do want to. If you guys also want to directly support the channel, check out the links down below for Public and the link for Webull to get all the free stock your heart does desire. So hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you in the next video.